Hello guys, this is Becca. I am here with the Open Collab July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. This is an open challenge that anyone can join, and she wants it to be a no pressure, no stress, no rules. You just do what you want. If you don't want to do all the prompts, you don't have to. If you want to do them all, that's great. Just however you want to do it. She set it for weekdays only. Of course, you know, if you need to catch up and want to do that on the weekend, you're welcome to do that. The hostess of this challenge is Lee over at Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. And the hashtag for this challenge is hashtag JJJC2025. So, I will have Lee's link in the title of this video so you can go check her out. I also will have the hashtag, and if you click on that hashtag, you can see what everyone else is doing for the challenge. So today is day 12 for me, and I'm going to share with you what I have done for day 12. Now I have a cover. I have covered up this page over here because I forgot to video this part before I started working on day 13, and I don't want you to see day 13 yet. So this is just a paper I've put over it to cover it up. This here is day 12, and the prompt for today is window or peek through. And I've kind of messed up on it, so it may not be exactly what she was talking about, but we're going to say it's a window, okay? Alright, so what I was going to do was I wanted to use this paper, this cardboard packaging that came with some magnetic paper dolls. I don't know, you wouldn't call it paper dolls, magnetic dolls, that their clothes, you know, it's a magnet and their clothes stick to them. That was the package from it, and I was wanting to use it kind of like a window, and I wanted it to be a tuck, you know, where from the top that I could slip something down in and it be like the window that you see it in. Well, I was putting my glue on it, and before I realized, before I realized what I was doing, I had glue all over the back of this, every place on the back of it. So I said, well, I'll just do it in a different manner. You know, I could have wiped it off, I could have waited and let it dry and then reapplied the glue, but you know, why waste all that glue? I thought of something I could do differently. So I glued this packaging down, and then I love dolls. So like I said, this is like magnetic dolls where their clothes magnetizes to them, and you can change their clothes, but they're not paper, they're magnets, thin magnets. So I cut out of a doll magazine. Well, actually, I did this first. See, I wanted it where I could slip down in there, you know, and it be like a pocket, but this be the window, and you could take it in and out. Mess that up. So I said, well, I will just find a big picture of some dolls, glue it on there, and make like a flap that you can open up and see the window, you know, see the inside. And so I found this in a doll catalog, I found these two and I cut it out. It fit over the window, so I glued that on. And I tried to grunge these up because my whole journal is more of a grungy. It's not the plain and simple or clean and simple. It's grungy. So I wanted to kind of grunge this up. This was really bright colored, so I used my vintage photo ink to grunge up the magazine clipping and the packaging. So then I had this part here that was white, and I said, well, what am I going to do here? I can't slip anything in there. So I cut out, this is a Belle, a picture of a doll. If I can quit yawning long enough to tell you, I'm so sorry. But I cut out Belle and I put her there. But then there was still all of this up here and this here that was white. And so I cut out another doll and put it up here. I grunged up my paper, or I might have grunged it up before I actually glued those two down. I can't remember. But I grunged it up with the vintage photo. And so then I decided to draw some lines for kind of like a journaling spot. Then over here was just the back part of that piece of paper from the catalog. So I cut out another Belle doll and glued it on there, and this baby doll to kind of cover up some of, the writing and have pictures. And I grunged it all up with the vintage photo. That picture is on the clipping itself, so I didn't cover it up. So then down here on the bottom is where I wrote what this is for. It says day 12, window or peek through, 7/16/25. I love dolls. And then I put a heart. Then I started journaling there, and that is my page. That's the best I could do for window or peek through because of my mistake of putting the glue on everything. But I hope that passes. It's kind of like a window. You're opening the window and seeing what's on the other side. So I hope that works. I hope that passes for window. And I really enjoyed doing this page. Got involved in it and started on this one before I realized, hey, you haven't done the video for day 12 and you're going to be showing what you done. Oh, you're going to be showing what you done. So I decided to get a piece of paper and put over it so you can't see what I've started out doing over there. So be sure to come back tomorrow and see what this side is, how I decorated it, what I did with it. But yeah, my journaling is kind of a little personal thing, so which is good that it's behind the window and you can't see it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing my page for today. Be sure to go over and check out Lee and see what she's doing, and click on the hashtag and see what everyone else is doing for this challenge. Alright guys, I'm going to let you go for now. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.